Welcome everybody to our Team Fearless Wednesday night call. Thank you all for jumping on. I am just going to do a few announcements before we get started. Just a reminder, I don't know how many people on this call are going to register to go on the trip for 2017. Okay. If you're at least thinking about it a little bit, I can tell you, I know I've said it a million times, but just do it because it's going to push you. It's going to push you in your business. You're going to make more money because you're pushed to do it and you don't want to have that charge reoccurring. And you're going to want to earn it. So I would say just do it. On Tuesday morning, we are going to try to go for the coral wave of the trip. But if Tuesday morning comes and that isn't available, do it for yourself. Do it for the people that you're going to take on the trip because they're amazing. And I had lunch with my aunt today, who she's no part of Beachbody, but she just went to this Hard Rock in Punta Cana this past year. And she said it's the best place that she has ever gone to as an all-inclusive resort. I mean, I'm telling you, I was going to bring my kids, and then I told my husband tonight, I don't think they're coming. So we'll have to plan a separate trip for them. But it's fun. It grows your business. My business never exploded as it did last year after I came back from Cancun. You will watch us go on the cruise and you will be like, oh my gosh, I need to be on the cruise. So it will sell out. So you need to be at your computer at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I believe that's the time. I need to double check. But on Tuesday morning, ready to fill that out. Like not a hesitation. You have your credit card out. You have everything ready to go. You type it all out. You do it and it's done. Because it, like I said, it'll sell out and then you'll have to get on the wait list. But there are 2 waves, so everyone should be good. Some other upcoming announcements. Sam and I were supposed to talk today. That didn't happen. We're going to have a lot more announcements. It's both of our faults. We're gonna have a lot more announcements next week, but we want you guys to start thinking about. We're going to be doing a Push to Diamond group next month for sure. And then we will have our announcement next week. More information on our Diamond retreat that we're going to have this year. So I wanted to let you guys know that and just get excited about doing a push group in February. I don't think there's anything else I have right now. So I'm going to turn it over to Tabetha. She's going to tell us about her amazing experience at Super Saturday, and it's all you, lady.
Alrighty, hi everybody. No PowerPoints or anything like that. I've just got notes galore. So bear with me. Okay, so my Saturday was actually a Friday, and it was in Pittsburgh, and it was super. There's no other word for it. My first Super Saturday that I ever went to was actually up in Ithaca, New York, which was a win-win for me because that's right in Finger Lakes, which is wine country. Hey, so and I absolutely loved it. It was awesome. We did a live workout, all that kind of stuff. They didn't have another one the following Super Saturday, and so then this Super Saturday I was trying to find one in my area. Saw on Facebook, Katie Ersta had posted a link that the Super Saturday in Pittsburgh that Carl was going to be there. So I went, okay, made up my mind. I know where I'm going. And so that was totally the do-all for me. So once I got my mind together that I was going to it, it's 4.5-hour drive, got off of work, half day, drove out there. Probably the best decision I made ever. It was absolutely awesome. So just kind of made some notes on why I thought it was like the best thing that you can do and definitely have to go. First of all, you know how we always say never miss a team call? Never miss a Super Saturday. Although I love our team calls, no offense, but this was 10 times better than that. The energy level, like mine was a little bit probably more exciting than the first one that I went to. It was actually kind of a mini summit in my opinion. We had Melanie Mitro there. Carl was there, like I said, and freaking Autumn was there. I actually I met up with another coach that is part of Team Dynamo, and she's actually under Leanne, and she saved me a seat. We got seats in the second row, which was elite country, so that was kind of fun. But Autumn and Carl were like right at the end of our row. So I just sit there like drooling on myself almost the entire time. um, having the elites there, and I think we had 2 or 3 of the top 10 coaches that were there. And they actually got up and kind of gave a little bit of their story and everything. One of the things that, other than like just totally getting me motivated, I realized that an hour and a half into it, when they rolled the video that they usually do on Super Saturdays, I was sitting on the edge of my seat the entire time. Like when we go to Summit, somebody's going to have to medicate me, seriously, because it was intense. But just everybody sharing their stories. There was some people that got up that had like totally rank advanced very quickly. Melanie Mitro, when she got up, she was talking about how in her first year that she sat down with some of the people in her group, and they sat around her kitchen table, and her husband was like, yeah, okay, whatever, you're going to do this job, you're going to do this business, okay, whatever. Now look at her, she's the top coach. She set her goal to help 50 people in her first year, which sounds impressive, but it's totally doable, especially when you start breaking it down. I actually set my goal for this year to help 5 people a month. That's actually more than her 50. So I was like, okay, if she started out with that is as her goal, is just helping 50 people, that's kind of gets the ball rolling. Also, another reason that I feel that you really need to go to the Super Saturdays is you never know what surprises might be there. Like I said, we had 2 or 3 of the top 10s. Carl was there, Autumn was there. They always show a video from the home office with products and promotions that are coming up, which eventually we all get that information, but it's kind of nice seeing it in the video form, because then they go into depth a little bit more about what's coming out. Also, although I was late getting to Pittsburgh, so I didn't get to, they also had the samples for the cafe latte. Wish I had gotten to try it, but I have mine on order. And then they also had certain people that got into a drawing that they were able to get pictures with Autumn and Carl. So that was kind of cool. So that's kind of just a little bonus of the one that I went to. Like I said, I did meet up with another person from Dynamo, which that's kind of really kind of cool. You get to be face to face with fellow coaches, where although we have our team meetings and we have our little team calls and stuff like that, we're all digital, we're all electronic. Having that face to face was so cool to finally like see her in person, other than just pictures or videos of her. So you have that connection. Plus, you can meet other new people there. And as adults, we don't always make a lot of new friends, but when you're there, you will connect with some of the people there, because you kind of all have the same goal in mind. You all have the same driving force. You at least have one thing in common, and that's Beachbody, and that you want to help people. So that was kind of cool too. The absolute most phenomenal part of both of the Super Saturdays that I went to are the live workouts. The energy. This one we had some of the coaches in the area that are certified to do the live teaching, which is one of my goals. I actually want to get certified next month. They did a mashup. They did Insanity, P90, Pio, but they did Pio on drugs, and Size, which kicked my butt. Loved every minute of it, but it kicked my butt. So it was totally cool. Totally motivated me, because I don't know about you guys, but doing it in your living room, you're able to kind of go, I don't feel like doing this, and you can kind of take it at your own speed. When you're surrounded by 200 other people plus, you kind of have to move your butt. So that's kind of the fun part of the live workouts. Plus, for me, wanting to become an instructor, it was kind of fun standing there going, like, looking at other people like doing squats, going, okay, you need to put your chest up a little bit, like thinking in my head, and like the instructor in me was coming out. So I knew, okay, this is what I want to do. This is definitely what I want to do. So definitely, if you have a chance, if there's one in your area, if there's not one in your area and it's a couple hours away, make a day of it. Have fun, have a trip. The one in Pittsburgh, like I said, it's 4.5-hour drive. I ended up taking my daughter with me. She hung out at the hotel. She hung by the pool, had some sushi, waited for mom to get home, and we made a day of it. So it was fun. Have fun with it, and totally enjoy yourself. Go meet some other people. Put people face to face. Electronically is great, but face to face is so much better. So those are my key points. I don't know if anybody wants to add anything else.
I love that you said that, like, key to key, like, or key to key, face to face is so important. And I'll tell you, Super Saturday is what changed my business completely. So I'm like with you, like, never, ever, ever miss a Super Saturday, no matter how you have to get there. There's crazy amazing that you drove 4.5 hours to get there. But it probably will change your business forever because you went. And the reason I was so afraid to go to, like, my first Super Saturday, and if there are new coaches on this call, Super Saturday is basically an event that happens every single quarter. And it happens all over the country. So it's either on a Friday, a Saturday, or a Sunday near you. And in the back office, you can find out where they're going to be at. And they already have them scheduled out for the rest of this year. So I would go take a look at that, and then just block off your times for that. But it's an event where you go and there's either some training, there's stories that are told from people. Sometimes the trainers go, or like in Tabetha's case, Carl and a trainer and top coaches were there, which is crazy amazing. And you just get to connect with other people. It's also a place where you can bring some prospects to if you want to. But I was afraid to go because I was a part of another network marketing company for a couple years, and I went to their convention twice, 2 or 3 times. I can't remember. But it was so intimidating because when I walked in the room, it was like, okay, we're above you and you guys are down here. So I was super afraid to go to a Super Saturday. When I walked in that door, I was like, holy shit, these are my people. Because everybody in this business loves each other. They share their information. It's crazy once you get face to face and in the same room with people that are all trying to achieve the same thing and they want the same thing for you. That's definitely why I kept going. When I went to my first Super Saturday, I was on the edge of, do I quit or do I keep going? So yes, get there. I loved everything you said. Thank you for sharing.
Not a problem. Yeah. And like you said, with meeting people, there's a couple of the coaches, like you said, I follow some of the top coaches. Katie Ersta is in my area. She's one fit fighter. She's actually a cancer survivor. And she was sitting right in front of me. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, how weird is that? So I actually went up and introduced myself because I've made comments on her posts and we've kind of talked back and forth on her posts and stuff. So that was kind of cool just to be able to meet her in person. Was kind of neat.
You just wait until you feel totally starstruck at Summit. Because, oh my gosh, I was sitting in one of the front rows for one of the big talks where it was half of the people, so there's only 2 sessions or whatever, and it was everyone together, so it was like 12,000 people in a room watching like Lindsay Matway or Shalene Johnson or whatever, and like right in front of you is all the elite people. You can see Amy Silverman, you can see Lindsay Matway sitting there texting on her phone. Like, it is crazy. But I love that you had an amazing experience, because my first ever Super Saturday in Phoenix, for whatever reason, it was the first one that they had after I became a coach, and Ashley couldn't come. I went by myself, and I got to watch Andrea Crowder, Stephanie Chico, and Nina Carr give like these amazing speeches, and I was just like, oh my God, this is amazing. Ever since, I haven't been to one as good, but I can imagine how incredible your one in Pittsburgh one was after that experience I had. Those are the best. Like, it's such a neat experience.
Yeah, the first one that I went to, like I said, was up in Ithaca, and they had it at the yacht club. So we got to work out like right on the lake, which like that was just, it was so serene. It was awesome. And like I actually decided at that point that I was going to become an instructor, and that was 6 months ago. So yeah, this definitely clinched it. But yeah, if you haven't gone to a Super Saturday, I highly recommend you have to go. It's you totally completely geek out, fangirl, whatever you want to say, like when you see these people, and you get starstruck. You totally do. And you can't help not, because they just exude awesomeness.
Oops, I didn't mean to unmute myself. I think that's a really, like how you just said that how they exude awesomeness. I think that's a really good lesson to bring home, that I'm sure in their business at one point they faked that awesomeness. So like I've said before on past calls, or if you're a new coach, you might not have heard me say this, fake it till you make it. Because I'm sure when some of the coaches that are on this call right now, some of my coaches, when they signed up with me, they didn't realize that I wasn't making that great of money. But I rocked it, and I just talked about how amazing it was, because it was still amazing. I was having so much fun with it. So I'm not saying go out there and lie to people, but if you are showing how much you enjoy what you do, it doesn't matter if you put a price on it or not. They're going to see that, and they're going to see your confidence in what you do, and they're going to want to join you, whether it's with the challenge group or whether it's joining your team.
Yes, absolutely. I love that. And if any of you guys want to come to Phoenix for third quarter Super Saturday, Danielle Natoni, who is, I don't know if you guys follow her, but Fit and Funky. If you don't follow her, go follow her. She's coming. I'm sure that her husband will be coming if she's coming. And we are trying to get Shanti, because he lives here in Arizona, and I'm making Sam come out for that, even if I have to fly her out. But it's gonna be great, and we have a lot of good stuff. I'm on the committee for the new Super Saturday council here. So yes, he lives here. He lives in Mesa. Do you want to go golfing? Because he lives on the golf course. We can go stalk him. And I've talked about it, but my husband won't come with me. I don't know why. Okay. Does anybody else have any questions or anything you want to add, or anything that you have questions about, maybe registering for a awesome trip in 2017? I know you guys are sick of me saying it.
I was so afraid last year, you guys. I was like, oh my God, I have to hit Success Club every single month in order for this to work out. I don't have $300 to spend, but I did it, and it fuels the fire. And like Ashley said, because you want to earn that trip, you want to earn that trip for free and not have to pay a dime towards it except for what you pay to register, you are going to hit Success Club. So it's investing into your business, because you're going to make a hell of a lot more than $300 this year.
We'll let you talk now, Catherine.
Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, tell me more. I want to hear all about the trip.
So it's going to be in, there's going to be 2 trips. I don't know. I don't have the dates on hand, but if you go in the back office and look under trips, it's there. You look up under recognition and then Success Club, and it's there. Basically, you have to pay a $300 non-refundable deposit. And then there are 2 different options for rooms. If you go for the tier 2 room, you have to put a $600 deposit down. Half of that is refundable. And then basically you earn points you earn trip dollars through your Success Club points. So for this month, everybody is going to be earning double points. So if you earn Success Club 5 this month, each Success Club point is worth 5, I want to say cruise dollars, but it's not a cruise, trip dollars. So 5 trip dollars. So if you earn Success Club 5, you're going to be earning, I can't do math, 100?
50.
50.
I don't know.
They're worth 5. So you'd be earning 100 trip dollars because they're doubled. So if you earn 5 this month, you're going to earn $100 this month. So every single month you earn, you know what? Michael Neiman has a little video and he explains it a hell of a lot better than I do. So I'll just post that in the group. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say about the Super Saturday video is that you can watch that video. It is in your back office and it is under videos. You can go back there. It's about 30 minutes. I would suggest watching it because it always sparks my interest. Like, okay, they show the top 10, they show the trip that you can go on for the top 10 and you're like, you know what, these people are normal people, why can't I reach for it? Our anniversary is May. Anyways, yes, so let's go celebrate on a trip. This is getting really like random and stuff, but next week's call I have a guest speaker. It's one of the diamonds from Leanne's team, and it's going to be really awesome, and I can't wait to introduce her. So everybody make it back on the call next Wednesday, and make sure if you are a new coach that you are plugged into a Coach Basics. If you don't know what that is, get with your upline coach, have them plug you into the right Coach Basics, and we will see you all on the boards.